Hello, welcome back to another episode of Put a Fork in It, episode 10. I'm Alice Always. This is my amazing husband, Always. And today we have our very special guest who I'm so honored to have, Armed Ape.
High quality guest.
High quality guest, that's right. That's right.
Greetings. Wait, I have to figure out where the fucking camera is on. Wait, hold on a sec. Wait, am I here? No. Here we go. Hot quality. Hey! Welcome to myself. Hello. Good evening to the beautiful Alice and Sadiq Adam, whatever the rest of the sentence is tonight. I don't know. It always changes. But we are here. We are live. Can you believe? And honor is all mine. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us, man. It was
Ape.
sometimes, being in charge of booking and stuff for the show, it could get, pressure packed, trying to figure out who we're going to get on. So I'm like, you know what? Let's get Monkey with a Gun, man. The Armed Ape.
Beautiful. The only pressure I face is how much time I spend at the porcelain altar. That is the only pressure in my life.
Same, Ape. Same.
First Shot's here. What's up, First, man? We miss you, buddy. Hope you're doing all right.
Hey, special shout out to First Shot. I see you, my brother. I see you. High quality. I cannot see the chat, so please destroy me in the chat.
We'll bring them up. So we only have YouTube chat?
Hang on, yeah. Hang on, Ape. We're having a hard time. So Rumble's not working great tonight.
What else is new?
Right. Rumble,
But
just like
still
Fortunate is we're experimenting weekly.
yes. Well, I mean, listen, even with all its problems, us do better than YouTube, okay? Gonna throw that out there. At least here, freedom reigns, okay? This wait. This is YouTube. This is Rumble.
It's true though. Yeah. It's nice to know that if we get kicked off of YouTube, we can still go on to Rumble.
Backup plan.
Yes.
And now, like, we have the second monitor hooked up so we can see the chat. Well, Adam is now responsible for.
Adam's not going to be responsible for anything. So, I got some questions for you, sir. What brought on the character? Like, was with the voice and the get up and all that? Was it just what brought it on?
Boredom. What else can I tell you? Fucking boredom, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, look. Okay, we will go through this. Okay, me, Slavsky AK. Okay, but remember, the channel name is On the Ape. I am not On the Ape. I am, but I am not. I am Slavsky AK. Okay. 5 years ago, I went out and I make a purchase. I bought my first. I'm almost reluctant to show this on stream. You can get in trouble for whipping this shit out on a live stream, but who cares? Listen, I got this, okay? My beautiful high quality AK. And I said, well, I don't know. Yes. I don't know shit about the AK. I should probably do YouTube and make a watch to see, okay, what the hell do I have? Well, I'll make a watch. And I decided that, man, there's a lot of terrible content on YouTube for AKs. But I seen a couple I liked a lot. One of them was, Ravsky from AK Operator Union. I said, these are high quality. I like these. And he have such a good way of a talking. I say, I like this way of talk. I'll make a talk like this because many people will come to make a subscribe if they think I am fucking Slavic lunatic. So that's how I become Slavic lunatic because what else? And guess what? It didn't fucking work, okay? 5 years later, it's still not even at 400 subscribers. But I found out the secret to YouTube. You have to actually make videos to get subscribers. Who knew? Okay. So For me, it's not full-time
No
job.
idea.
I have to make a money. Look, this a fucking belly does not fill itself, okay? I have to go and make a work. So I start to make a shoot, and I say, well, okay, everybody in AK is so on YouTube. Not in the chat board. In the fucking chat boards, they are crazier than me. But on YouTube, they all try to make us serious with the AK. Listen, you have to do this. It's a very important. You have. I said, where is the fucking lunatic in the chat board making videos? Well, no, that's me. Okay, so I take that mental. Well, fucking 2 years ago, Joe Biden become president, and now AK bullets are like gold. Okay, so I no longer make a shoot. I make a storage, put away. I don't make a shoot because I kind of, every bullet is almost 50 fucking cents a round, man. I know. Okay, so we stack away, we keep an AK, occasionally pick up something. It's a nice, it's a beaut. Oh, here it is. I cannot read this.
Oh, man.
Listen,
Civil
I only
War
have-
gave us $10. St. Michael gave us $5. You guys are awesome.
oh, look at this, huh?
Good job.
Because you got the money maker in the fucking stream. Look at this. I wanted to see high quality make a fucking what the hell do they super chat? High quality.
High quality super chat.
The best,
So, like,
okay?
with the voice of your character, is that something was talking to my wife about this because I think I have funny voices, for different situations. I'm probably
Yes.
the only one that laughs at them. Is that something that you have like kind of had, like you fucked around with like throughout life, and you're
Yes.
like, I'm just gonna put a motorcycle helmet on, a mask, and some glasses, and talk guns?
Yes. I have always had the ability to make a voice, to be like a human fucking parrot, okay? I don't want crackers. Give me give me something good, not a cracker. I probably want a fucking line, okay? But listen, I have always have this ability to mimic accent, okay? I can pick up accent pretty goddamn quick, okay? I always had this. So I finally decided, hey, I can monetize this. And as you can tell, has been a roaring success. I haven't made $0 fucking and 0 fucking cents. I did that.
But if it's something that you really enjoy, at least you got that, right? You do it for you.
Yes.
Your time is your most valuable asset. So however you want to spend it is, you're doing it for yourself, but for people that want to watch too.
So speaking of time being the most valuable asset, I want to thank you for the videos that you made for FM when that crazy journalist went after her. And one of the funniest parts for me was when you were like, oh, I wish I had more video of what happened or something. And you're like, oh, wait, I do. That kind of stuff just means a lot because I know you're putting time into that. Like, I give Paul such a hard time. I'm so mean to Paul.
Shut the fuck up, Paul.
And Paul is so nice to me. And I totally know that Paul puts in so much work to do the stuff that he does. So when you make those videos, I know how much work you're putting into those.
Especially with all the editing.
Yeah. So for you to take the time to stick up for Jess was just awesome to me because Jess is such a nice person. She's so much nicer than I'll ever be. I mean, for real, she's just a kind-hearted person. And I thought that was really cool. You made the time to make a 3-part video and it was funny. It was so funny. I loved it.
So when you made that series, did you just sit down in front of your camera and say what you were going to say and then edit that down into 3 separate parts, or did you do it 3 separate times?
Okay. See, here is okay. I'm going to give. This is inside baseball. Okay, listen up. You in the chat, listen. And many of you will be like, yeah, of course. I never write a fucking script. Okay, a script to me is like, I'm not going to do it. Okay, will not write script. So I sit down in front of the camera. I say, okay, what am I going to talk about? Well, I get some ideas. I'll put on a piece of paper. Talk about this, whatever. Then I just go. it was not all run. When I record, I said, okay, I'm going to have to make a part 1 and I will stop here. Then I will record a part 2 and then I will stop it here. And then anything else I need to do, I will do that. But it is all stream of a conscience, okay? That is why my fucking editing sessions take like 8 hours, man. I can't, because to get 7 minutes, I have to go through 45 minutes of me babbling like a lunatic, okay, and try to pick out what makes sense. Not much, but I got this, okay. So that's what I went with that, and it was wonderful to make that, and it was also something I hope I never have to fucking do again because I swear to God, I finished recording the part 1. Now, which was the part where I went through the tweets? I don't know. The part with all the tweets I went through? Jesus Christ. I started that at like 8 o'clock in the evening, and I finished editing that at 4 o'clock in the morning. My eyes were like, woo, were gone. I was out of my mind, okay? Yes, 100%. That is, I give credit.
You just you get a punch list of things you want to talk about, and then you just go. I don't think I could ever do that.
Yeah,
you have to be part lunatic, okay? I can't explain you. There has to be mental issues in your fucking brain to pull this off. I accept and embrace my mental instability. It's wonderful. It's not financially working for me. For my videos, yes. For my wallet is a big problem, but I'm okay with it.
So, do you prefer AKs over the AR platform?
It is Good question. Yes, but no. And I will explain. The only one I brought out on the table with me tonight is my beautiful Romanian shit show of AK. Okay, so this is 7.62 by 39. It's a pretty good thumping round. Okay, like, pat, pat, pat. You know, it's not breaking your shoulder, but it's a good punch. AR-15 is a sophisticated woman. Okay, let us try to put this in terms of a beautiful woman, because I like a dancing girls and a whiskey and a make a shoot. I will talk in what I can understand. So AK, okay, this a bitch right here. Okay, she is sexy. She is good. But you have picked her up at a bar at 4 o'clock in the morning, okay? Get ready. You're going to have a ride and a half. And maybe you will live. Right. AR is one that you know, I know this a woman. I date this a woman. This a high quality woman. When I make a shoot, she is like, yes, pat. She's level headed. She stays, you know? There's no like this.
Nice to it.
Right, with AK, that mule will occasionally kick, okay? And watch your head, you know. So, AK-74, however, oh my God. And this is the fucking curse of the modern age we live in. I finally found a rifle that is the best of both worlds. Best is the AK. Is like manufactured by mental patient, okay? Beautiful. I like these. But when you shoot it, it's like pressing the keys on a typewriter, man. It is the smoothest son of a bitch you ever pulled the trigger on. Oh my God. I love an AK-74. But thanks to Ukraine and President Ice Cream and all this other bullshit, you can't get
4 hours to shoot it.
Yeah. I can't find bullets right now, period. I have what I have put away. Every time I look at the emails from the people who sell. No, we don't have any. No, and it seems to be drying up even more. It breaks in my heart. So, yes, I prefer AR, but no, I prefer AK-74, but I can't shoot. So I'm back to AR. But every once in a while, you have to get kicked in the fucking head. I mean, it's the way of life, okay? So, right. Yeah, break this mother out and let's get to the range.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Sometimes you have to get kicked in the head.
100%.
Is it kicked in the head? This is recording, right?
Oh shit! The
So
cancer has made an appearance.
You a smoker, Ape?
Oh yes, I'm a smoker.
Just tobacco or wacky? I got him. You stay here.
On the advice of my attorneys, I will only say tobacco.
same seas.
I do not live in a state like that.
Yeah, I quit smoking cigarettes for years. And then I've been going back and forth again. And now I'm just kind of to the point where I'm just like, I did so good for all those years. I just want to quit again. It's just it's just a waste of money.
Yes, it is. 100%. And now my phone is beeping.
Instead of this tranny beer. So, like as far like I don't even like I hate to say politics, but were you always kind of liberty minded, or was that like I mean, were you like an extreme liberal at one point, or like Republican, or just were you always kind of liberty minded all throughout your life?
You know, they say if you are not a liberal by the time you are, what is it, 18, 20, I don't know, whatever, you have no heart. Well, I have no fucking heart. I was never a fucking liberal, okay? I look at these people, I say, I am mental patient, but these motherfuckers, they no, they are beyond. I could never, no. I look at these and I always say these people are full of shit, okay? Listen, I am old, okay? I am very old. I am like 118. No, I'm in my mid 50s, okay? I lived through fucking Jimmy Carter, okay? Any fucking chance that was ever there for me to become a liberal or a Democrat, that peanut farmer fucking burned that forest to the ground and then bulldozed it, okay? After that, and then Reagan came, I was like, I'm done. That's it. Complete. Out. Never. Never. But I like freedom.
So first said that his wife was in the room and she had to leave because she doesn't appreciate the ARM 8 persona like he does.
Oh, you see, an acquired taste. I admit, I am an acquired taste.
First also said AR-15 is America's rifle. Isn't that what it stands for? America's 15th rifle?
It's AR's.
Sure, why not?
I know that.
Oh, okay.
We've been together for almost 17 years and she still doesn't get my sarcasm sometimes.
So my dad, he would have been 82 this summer.
Yeah.
He would have been 82 this summer. So my parents for their time were very radical. You know,
okay.
Like a lot of their family could be kind of, some of them are racist, in all honesty. Like when people say when people say how did Republicans get this label of racist, and I'm like, well, because people like me grew up with like racist Southern Republicans. I don't think every Republican's that way. I'm just saying some people's minds are easily manipulated by the bubble that they live in. I realized that was just my bubble growing up. It doesn't mean everybody's like that. It was just my family.
Her family that was in her bubble.
Yeah. I don't at all think that about Republicans the way liberals do. But my dad said about Jimmy Carter that he was way too nice to be a president, because you can't be that kind to people. You can't save everybody, and you can't my dad didn't agree with the Department of Education, the federalizing of it. And it was Jimmy Carter that did that.
I don't know. I wasn't born yet.
I don't know. I was in elementary and middle school. No, wait, hold on. Wait. Yes,
Carry the
elementary
two.
into
Don't
middle
forget to
school.
carry the two.
Yeah,
Fucking
like
Doug.
like my dad was a grown adult, and he
Doug
was
said
like,
you sound
yeah.
like Father Guido Sarducci. Sarducci. I'm probably saying that wrong.
Father Guido
That's-
Sarducci. That was
Yeah,
a
there
good
you
character. I
go.
liked
See?
that character. He was a good. I like him. Yes. No fucking priest though, but neither was he. So what do you know?
So were your parents political at all growing up? Like, did your parents follow politics? Did they care about it? Was it like for me? It was something that was discussed and talked about in my home. More so with my dad than my mom, but my mom definitely had her opinions.
No, this was not discussed in my house. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I mean,
like
my mother was for Jimmy Carter. You know, everybody after fucking Nixon and Ford, okay, the whole country was like, man, we got to do something. Okay, so Jimmy Carter, Jimmy Carter. Oh, look, he different. He did, yeah, he was fucking different, all right. And look what he got us. Okay, but no, my father was not born in America. No, no, didn't give a shit. My father came
so,
from Europe. Okay, he was born right before World War II and had to go through that in Europe as a kid.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
when he came here, he was like, politics can go pound fucking sand because all he ever knew of politics was like, this shit it's not
Someone's
so
going to die.
good. Yeah, it's not so good.
I mean, yeah.
it's definitely not so good. But it's hard because like I agree with Forrest Mobby. You know, I hate the government, but if we can start working at a local level and start chiseling away all these things that they're doing to us, I mean, it's the only way to do it is through the political process. But I definitely think nipping at things at a more local level is definitely important for sure.
Yes,
I
it
should
is.
probably get my shit together in the next few years and run for city council.
You will.
But I can't right now because I have the boy king. My boy king requires a lot of work. Do you have sons, Arm Dave? Do you have any
No.
sons?
No. No. God has blessed me without putting a fucking son under my watch, okay? I would not go so good.
Do you have daughters?
I have a daughter. I have no sons, okay? I can live with this.
See, at least with a
I'm good.
son, the way I try to, balance it is with a boy, you only got to worry about one prick. When you have a girl, you got to worry about all the pricks.
This is true.
Is it okay? You don't have to say like exactly how old your daughter is, but is she grown or is she
Yes.
still okay? What advice do you have for Adam, whose daughter is going to be 13 this year and is struggling raising a girl?
It's the hardest fucking thing I'm ever going to do in my life, dude.
Here is my advice. I advise this, okay? Keep one of these handy at all times. You will know, and you will say that fucking monkey was right. Exactly, okay? That's all I can tell you, man. Listen, it's
And I'm going to teach her how to use it too.
Good. Smart. Very smart.
The boy king, he's just a little too rambunctious.
He's wild.
He gets too excited. He'll see my pistol on my hip and he'll be like, "Ooh, Daddy, is that your pistol?" And I'm like, "Yep, that's Daddy's pistol. That's mine. You don't touch it."
He doesn't.
I was like, "I'll teach you."
He doesn't touch it though. He didn't touch hexes either.
I'll teach you. I'll teach you one day, but right now, you don't touch this. He's like, "Is that your favorite? Do you use that to shoot zombies?"
He's like,
I wasn't planning on going to Chicago, but why not?
You never know. That's funny.
Is it like? Is your daughter old enough that you
Thank
could?
you. We got St. Michael. Another $5 to the cause.
Yeah, Scar is going to be doing her soccer with this money that we're making on Rumble. Because that shit got a little more expensive.
St. Michael wrote it even smaller because Paul said, I'm sending this to this chat, so you have to lean in and squint.
Okay, Paul, when you taught me how to put stuff up on the screen, I put the YouTube on the screen too. So it's all big for me. I don't have to squint. See? You taught me well.
Adam.
But yeah, Adam is definitely struggling
Like
with
I
our
took
daughter turning 13. And
Oh.
my dad told Adam, he said, listen, you married a girl, a good-looking woman with a nice figure. My mom had a very nice figure too. My mom was a very good-looking woman. And he was like, you're gonna have to deal with that with your daughter. And my daughter's gonna be 13. She looks like exactly.
So when my daughter was younger, I was that dad that, I'm going to, scare her boyfriend. I'll throw a 9mm round at him and tell him the next one will come faster. Or toss him a 9mm before they leave for a date and say, if you bring her home late, the next one's come faster.
Uh-huh.
And my father-in-law was trying to get me to kind of think differently. So I'm trying, dude. I'm trying. I hope you can see I'm trying. Yesterday, I take her up to the library. She'll volunteer with this program the library has, or she'll meet some friends up there or whatever. And I drop her off up there for a couple hours. I'll come back and get her. Well, she came downstairs yesterday, and she looked very nice. It's not like she was overdressed for the occasion, but she definitely looked very nice. So I had a hard time with it. Alice was like, it was warm yesterday, so Alice was like, don't you have or it was cool yesterday, so Alice was like, don't you have a sweater you could put on? And I was like, don't you have a pair of pants you could put on? And
she was covered. She
was covered fine.
She just looked very, very pretty.
So I told her, she gave me the whole dad. And I said, listen, this is me dealing with you looking nice. If you want to look nice, then you have to deal with me dealing with you looking nice. It's a two-way street here. But yeah, raising a little girl is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yes.
Ever.
Yes, it will be. And get ready, man. You're oh shit. Just coming up on 13, huh? Oh fuck. Listen, the next 4 to 6 years, you're gonna be like, holy shit, man. What did I do?
The good news is that the boy king will be, another 4 or 6 years older too, so I could send him out on spy missions.
This will work. Yes, okay. That is a good idea.
He can go do recon.
Listen, you get the GoPro and you mount it to him. Mount a GoPro to him and tell him you got that. You make a look, okay? Keep an eye out because, listen, you and me, okay? We know, okay? We were young boys once. We know the fucking score, okay? We are not fucking. We did not just fall out the spaceship and say, "Oh, what is this?" We know what is going on out there.
When I was my daughter's age, the stupid shit that I was doing, my mom, I was raised by a single woman. She worked barmaid hours. She was a barmaid. She usually came home trashed. Didn't have cameras on phones growing up in, the 80s, early 90s, the shit that I would kill my children, and I know every parent says this essentially, but like if they did half the shit that I did growing up, oh my God, especially at my daughter's age. Oh my God. Oh man.
I'm telling you, man, listen.
You can't be using words like that first. First said his daughters are introverted like him. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like smart?
No, that means that they keep to themselves a lot. They are very, they're not like, hey, party time, how quiet? If you go to party, they're in the corner talking amongst themselves, okay? So
good job, first. You don't have woo girls.
That is good, first. But I'll warn you, at some point, that flower is going to fucking bloom, okay? It happens, okay? So, but right now, you are in good place, okay? Congratulations, you are in very good place. Get ready.
Yeah.
Get ready.
Thanks for rubbing it in first.
Yeah, between the ages of 13 and 18 or to 20. Holy shit, does that? Woo, yeah, okay. Yeah. Oh,
Oh, that
listen,
was
here,
bad.
here is the key, okay? I will give it to you very simple. This is it. This has been the story of the world for all time. All you can do when you have a daughter is to try and instill in them, puts in their minds somewhere, to have some kind of like braking system, okay? Hit their fucking, to know when the time is to hit the brakes and not get themselves into situations that aren't going to turn out to be something that you as a parent or them as your daughter would not want to be in. Will not
Right.
always work. Definitely will not always. If you can get it to work 75 to 80% of the time, you have done
You're ahead of
good.
the game. So what I do to try to like get her to that point is, well, what we do to try to get her to that point is let her make her own decisions on things. We'll give her choices, options that we're okay with, 2, 3, 4 options that we'll be okay with, whatever she chooses, and let her make the decision, and then live with what happens after that. There's times where we're just like, no, you ain't doing that. No, you can't do that. No, don't do that. But the more you tell them no, the more they're gonna want it. And I know this from
Yes.
experience. There's a girl that I dated in high school. Her parents fucking hated me, and they just told her no, 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 and it was oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. And I don't want that to be what I don't want to push my daughter to a dude that's not worthy to her. I would rather show her how a dude that is worthy should act towards her.
You have to set an example. You have to do it of what it's supposed to look like. That has to be done.
It's hard. Like I'll bust her chops. I'll bust my daughter's chops. Like she's one of my buddies sometimes. I mean, with age appropriate humor. And my wife gets mad at me about that. She'll be like, Adam, you can't do that. That's your daughter, not one of your buddies.
Listen, it doesn't. Okay, yes, okay. Sometimes the women, they look at us like we are mental patients because of what we do. Okay, they don't understand. You see, women can raise a women, but men have to come in at some point and just like be men around them a little bit to give them a taste of what is waiting 5, 10 years down the road. Okay, has to be done. Because this interaction between the men and the women is very important, okay?
Yes, it is.
The fucking world basically depends on it for survival, all right? And we are doing a terrible fucking job these days, thank you very much, because now the women think they're men and the men think they are women. And guess what? We're not going to survive if that shit keeps up. Just going to throw that out there. It's very important that you give them, but like I said before, you have to fucking set an example. Your words don't mean shit, okay? In their brains, they know that. Not to talk, I'll talk, and they look at your actions. They'll listen to the words, but it's your actions that really imprint. That is the important part. Go with that. Make sure your actions in front of them, around them, and the example you set is the one you want them to have. If you do this, there is no guarantee. They may turn out to be, whatever. Okay, it's just life. Some fucking people are just a little touched in the head, and no matter what, they're gonna do their thing. Okay, this we know.
So yeah, what the fuck was I just gonna say? When did Doug get here?
Abe was saying, like, you teach by example. My parents truly taught by example. My dad got really sick when I was young. My mom had to step up and provide and take care of my dad. And she was a very loyal, loving wife. And my dad was a very loyal and loving husband to my mom. So they taught by example. But like you said, like some kids are just going to be like, stupid. So
you saying I was stupid because I didn't have an example?
No. Like even if you are a good example, like some people are just going to be stupid. So
yep.
my dad, like one of the mistakes I like always kind of say he made with me is he kind of made a big deal when we were all younger. We all had to get IQ tests to go into the school that
Hey,
that we were going into. And my dad would always talk about how high my IQ was. And now that I look at my siblings, I'm like, it's not really that big of a deal. They're not that smart.
Oh. But yeah, back to the example. Just because people grow up with, good examples in the home, mom, dad, the whole nine, happy, two parents have a real good marriage like Clarence, they can still suck at relationships.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's people like me who grew up without a dad. I really had no male influence in my life when I was younger to, see how it should be done. Like it was football coaches, and nowadays the way that if a coach would act towards my kid the way these coaches acted towards me, even though with me it was good and kindness, I'd be thinking they wanted to touch my children.
Yes.
I mean, it's just where we're at now in society, right? I mean, like I would look at a priest and be like, "What do you mean you want to go in there with my kid by yourself?" Not happening. A karate teacher, for crying out loud. You never know. I never wanted to be married. I never wanted to be a husband and a father. And it turns out I'm halfway decent at it. I mean, it's not like I told him last night. It's not hard, but it's sure as shit ain't easy either.
No.
And I don't want to give my daughter daddy issues. I believe my son will be easier to raise than my daughter.
Yes. Listen.
My dad, I was easier to raise than my sons. His sons. He said that I was much easier to talk to than his sons. But my brothers, they're low IQ.
Low quality.
Goddamn, gonna knock you in the head and bring us some sense into your brain, you dumb sons of bitches. Well, I mean, listen, that is the thing with boys. Boys will. How do I say? Listen, we are the little. Hold on, I will find the fucking words to describe this. Give me a second. We are shit, okay? We can pretty much. A boy from the age of 5, we are like little monkeys. We can pretty much raise ourselves. Just point us to what is edible and what is not, and we'll figure the rest out, okay?
Yep.
Probably end up in prison. Most of us don't. I mean, it'll work. Girls are different, okay? Girls are different. You have to protect them. I'm sorry if this sounds a sexist, you have to protect them, okay?
No, absolutely.
When I was wee little Slutsky, okay, back in the day, I mean, it was. You didn't have all this coddling shit, okay? Not for boys, okay? When you were a boy, you got your ass kicked from the womb to the fucking graduation from high school. That was just the way it was, okay? Didn't matter. The girls was like, you knew, okay? You cannot fucking hit the girl. You cannot do this shit like this. They are your friends. And occasionally they would play football with you. And you would listen, you get what you can, okay? Even if it's getting I got thrown into a fucking house by a girl I was in love with, okay? Not into the door. I mean, I got thrown into the side of a fucking house and almost got knocked out. And I was in love with this woman, okay? But I did not go back and throw her into the fucking house because you just knew, okay? You just knew. It's not that anymore. I'm sorry. I'm looking at a lot of videos and number one, women are fucking out there fighting like they're dudes. I just saw one the other day. No, I just saw one today on Twitter. This bitch got fucking backflipped into a curb. Like, by another woman, okay? I was like, wow, high quality, but Jesus Christ, man. You're gonna fucking break that woman. It was on Twitter.
Video of the giant Godzilla-looking chick that was throwing bitches all over the street?
No. This was some crazy woman in a parking lot at an apartment building. Just someone was filming this because it was walking behind her. And she walks up to this other woman who was sitting on her front porch. Looks like a Section 8 housing bullshit to me, okay? and starts swinging on this woman who's just sitting there. Well, she gets up and she went fucking she went fucking MMA on her ass. She started boom, 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 picked her up, reverse fucking backflip onto a curb. Oh my god, my fucking back cracked when I saw that. And then just kicked the dog shit out of her. And I was like, well, listen, welcome to equality. Now you fucking know what it's like to be a man for all your life growing up. This is the shit. Women, stop. Stop beating the piece out of each other. You cannot do this. It's fucking wrong. Don't do it. Your bodies can't take that kind of fucking pounding. I swear to God, man. It's
the
crazy.
plumbing in there's too delicate, man. The plumbing's too delicate.
Yeah.
Everything.
So-
the goddamn bone structure, for fuck's sake.
Right.
The one, it wasn't the first punch I ever threw, but I did hit a boy when I was younger. Well, I mean, I've hit a couple dudes in my life, but it's usually like extreme situations. So when I was younger, the yard that we have, a lot of kids would try and cut through and go through the development. So when me and my friend or my brother would get home from school, these kids would cut through our yard, but they would call us names and be mean to us. So it's like, well, then don't cut through my yard, dickhead. So it started becoming a situation. So the one day, this boy, I'm screaming through my window to get out of my yard, and he's saying all these mean things to me, and he kicked my cat. He kicked my poor little cat. And I came out my door, and I ran that kid down, and I kicked him in the nuts, and I punched him in the eye. But you know what? He deserved it, because one, you're on private property, and two, you kicked a cat. But ladies, stop trying to act like men. Like it's not like in the movies in the 1950s. If a guy said something really awful to a woman, she'd be like, "You bastard," and she'd slap him. Like, women are really trying to be dudes.
Yes.
First
Yes.
thing you can identify as a woman and become the
Like,
best
me
MMA fighter in history.
Just trying to, one, protect my property, because I mean, I wouldn't have had any problem with them cutting through our property.
Stoner!
But they said horrible stuff to us, and then the kid kicked my cat. So he totally deserved it. And you know what? You're a bitch for getting your ass kicked by a girl.
St. Michael, that's a hell of it's a high quality idea right there. That'd be high quality tag team champs.
How can you lose?
But I don't think Anna, like, I get that, yes, I am weaker.
I did, Stoner.
I'm weaker than Adam, but that's not the only reason to me that he protects me and the children. He protects us because he knows how valuable we are. It's like Malcolm X said, women are the most valuable part of the family. They are the children's first teachers. So a lot of people talk about how, there's not men in the home. There's not men in the home. And you're right. But what also happens when men aren't in the home is women have less time with their children. So women are dropping their kids off at daycare and whatnot. So they're not spending more time with their children. Men and women are so valuable to children, but women sorely are underestimating their valuability, how valuable they are to society. I said to start off with, my husband doesn't protect me just because technically he's stronger than me. He protects me because he knows how valuable I am to our family. That's why he protects me. And he also knows I would protect our children. Like, women have to protect the children too. It's really fucked up. Like, how we've gotten to this point where just nobody is valuing am I saying valuing themselves. Thank you, honey.
I'm just smoking down here. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't just open the door. Oh, okay. But yeah, I hate how women see themselves now. Like, it's a really beautiful thing that you can give life. You can give life and then feed life from your body.
Yes. It is the most important thing. I mean, Jesus Christ. How do you have a fucking civilization if there are no people in this civilization? You have to have somebody has to make a people, okay? If you get a bunch of men together, well, you got a fucking Pride Night event, okay? There are no babies being made that night. Far from it. There are a few anuses getting stretched. More power to you. But there is no future generation coming out of that event, okay? What are you passing on if there's no one to pass to?
Women aren't supposed to aren't meant to do all the things men can do. They're here to do the one thing men can't do.
Yeah, I mean, and it's
there's plenty of broads out there that would whoop my ass, and I'm all right with that. Whatever,
there's very few. There was that. I mean,
I'm sure Ronda Rousey would fuck me up.
No, did you see Gay Jared? He did the arm wrestling match. And Gay Jared, he was not that strong, and he did not a wrestling match, an arm wrestling match. And yeah, he won. Like, dude, dudes are just stronger than women, but women are. And then, like, I keep seeing this stuff about, like, women getting offended when men call them emotional. Well, we are emotional, and that's a good thing about us. That is a valuable thing about being a woman. And if you can keep that shit in check for the most part, that's going to be one of the most beautiful things about you.
First said that his money's on me against Ronda. As long as I can keep her at an arm's length away and I can get to my 3 o'clock, no problem.
Like, and I see, like, there's so many men who want to just blame women for the downfall of society, but I look at men, and I want to make this clear. I dated a lot of men before Adam. I did not sleep with every single one of those men, but I did date a lot of guys before Adam. None of them wanted to step up to the plate. There were dudes who didn't even want to hold open a door for me. And I am somebody that grew up with men holding open a door for me.
Randy got blocked? What did Randy get blocked for?
I don't know. So I hate seeing, like, this hatred towards women when I think there's a lot of men our age and younger who don't want to step up to the plate and be part of a family, be a husband, be a father, be kind to women. Like, Adam didn't grow up with a dad, and you know what he did? He held open the fucking door for me. Like, is that hard?
No, I've always put the toilet seat down for you, even though you never leave it up for me.
Hey, well, listen, the trade-offs we have to make, okay? They never do. Same thing in my house. You left the toilet seat up. You never put it down. I don't know what to tell you.
But, okay, the toilet seat should be down. You don't be flushing that and stuff splash all over. No.
What are you talking about? How have to make a wash of my face? It's a fucking bidet for my face. How can I believe?
The only time I leave the toilet seat up for Giggly Alice is when she's extremely Giggly Alice, and she's going to need to talk to the Porcelain Queen later. That's it.
I had that conversation earlier.
Yeah, I don't get that drunk though anymore.
Yes, Paul, that's working. I just saw it.
What's working?
I don't know. Apparently, Rumble Chat's not working.
So, do you just have one daughter, or do you have multiple daughters?
One.
Oh no, that's it. Because basically, it was my ex-wife. Okay, my ex-wife, and she
do it.
Well, listen, she threatened me that if you ever get me, after that fucking birth she went through, she said, if you ever get me pregnant again, I'm going to fucking make a choppa on you, boy. I said, okay, message received. I said, okay, I guess I'm done, okay? High quality, I'm fucking ready, okay? Great that, boys. Strike the tent.
Where do we get high quality shirts? I want a high quality.
Yeah, you gotta. We'll have them plug it at the end.
Yeah.
Well, oh wait, merchandise? Oh no,
yeah.
There is no merchandise. I have 328 subscribers. What the fuck do I got merchandise for? Look at these, huh? You look at these. I made these for. I have made, okay, Doug, have you seen the shirt that I sent to Doug?
Yes.
Okay. I was just reading Twitter and Doug said, fuck, I love this picture. I should be on a shirt with hot quality. I said, that's a good idea. I made it and I sent it to him. There's only one. That's it. There is a gray shirt that I sent to someone. There is two black shirts. And what I have for myself, that's it. That's all them. I do not have a store. Here's the reason, okay? This shit costs a lot of money to make. I mean, I went with this site. These fucking shirts are not cheap. I cannot, in good conscience, sell this. And, at the like this shirt was over $40. It's a long sleeve. It's got stuff on the back, which you cannot see right now. But how do it costs me.
Yeah, it costs you $25, $30. Yeah, for you to make something off of it. I mean, you gotta make money.
Right. So I cannot, in good conscience, charge someone $35 or $45 for a fucking t-shirt. Now, since President Ice Cream has been in and the fucking dollar has gone off the cliff, it might not be so hard to do that anymore because really, I mean, I went to the grocery store, filled 2 bags, cost me $70. I said, okay, just welcome to the modern age, I guess. So, but I would have to get like some actual traction on my channel. I mean, get over 1,000 subscribers, and then maybe I will think about it because I have some semi-decent designs, but I cannot do it in good conscience right now. I just can't.
Maybe we should look on Facebook Marketplace and see if we can't find a shirt press so we can make our own merch.
That might not be a bad idea.
You design? Do you do your design yourself?
Yes.
So you have an artistic ability?
Oh yeah, like about this much, but it's there. He's like a small peepee. It's there, but
about that much more than I got, my man.
No, I would say, having my daughter definitely kept my artistic ability alive.
Like she can draw. She's got some.
Yeah,
she's got some talent.
And you know what we found out after my mom died? So we were going through all the boxes in my family home. We actually bought my family home. That's where we live now. And we were going through boxes and we found all this work from my mom. And it was like these beautiful art paintings that she did, like from when she was in school, like these beautiful religious art paintings. And I had no idea, like I love to draw, but our daughter definitely has this knack for drawing for sure. Like I'll tell, like she's coming up with stuff for the FMU. She's come up with designs. I kind of came up with a design and she's going to be able to kind of put it on paper, but I wanted to have, because we were talking about the Batman signal and we were thinking about picture Jess as a silhouette, okay, with the moon, with the FMU.
I heard that first.
And then some forest trees in the back. So that was like my idea, but my daughter, she can bring that stuff to life. Like, yeah, she's really got this knack for that stuff.
First daughter is a pretty good artist too.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I mean, to get a t-shirt press, I mean, it cannot be that fucking expensive. I mean, and listen, if you want to like putting like under the umbrella of the FMU, a group, a gathering, if you will, of different creators and shit to maybe pool resources to get stuff, that may not be a bad idea. I just think, listen, there are possibilities there.
Beg first to come back to Twitter. Ready? 1, 2, 3. First, you are wanted, missed, and wanted back on Twitter. Pretty please.
Listen, get your ass back. There is a war going on, and we need every foot soldier we can get. Get your ass back, man.
Yeah, how are you going to be the first one shot if you're not even on the battlefield, Joe?
Good point.
I will say, besides the 2 youngins we have in the group, which is Amit and Hex, First and Armed Ape, Will and Sam are some of the most politest men in the group.
Oh, well, thank you very much. I have
I
always
love
been
you.
known to be
I
very
love you,
calm and
Paul,
reasonable.
and you're really nice to me.
Here comes the
But-
first one.
But I know a
But-
little bit because of my boobs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say dirty turkey.
Oh,
Please, dirty turkey.
The over-under is you saying it 3 times on the stream, so get to work.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I do love a dirty turkey. So the dirty turkey thing, because I keep Amit isn't even here, but I keep hearing people wanting to know where that came from. So my mom used to say, "You're a sick turkey," you know. But it was usually like very derogatory, like towards somebody who is just like not a good person. And then somewhere along the lines, I started saying dirty turkey, as in like they like to do dirty stuff. And their mind's always in the gutter. Like most of the FMU, their mind's usually in the gutter, right?
yes. Oh, I haven't noticed this. I have picked this up. And let me tell you, I mean, as little as like 8 years ago, I was right down in there swimming in the mud with them. But for some reason, man, when you cross that 50-yard line in life, all of a sudden it's like I don't really give a shit about all this anymore. I'm gonna get a motorcycle. I think that'd be more fun than chasing whores at the fucking strip club. I don't know. I'm just gonna throw that out there. Call me crazy, but I find that you get a lot done when you stop thinking about that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I do think a lot of people in today's age are just very hyper focused on sex. And I mean I like sex. I'm not saying I don't, but I think a lot of people are like hyper focused on it. Don't think they realize all the other things that come into relationships. Like I know now looking back, even Jess and I were talking about it tonight. I'm like, man, like I look back and I'm like, oh, I know why my parents were doing that. Like they were trying to go and get away and do their thing. But I think a lot of people forget about everything else that comes in the relationships and like what people need and what people want. Like I remember like I'll hear women say like for men just give them blowjobs and keep their belly full, and it's like okay, yeah, but I also know that there's times where Adam needs to be listened to, he needs to be heard, just like I do. It may not be as much, but he needs a woman that's going to be supportive of him. He needs a woman that's going to listen to him. And I think a lot of women nowadays, like, oh, I hate saying that because there's a lot of men that suck too, but I don't think people really understand listening to each other. You should listen to each other.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
You were muted in my head.
And men have bad days too, they're not like women. They're not gonna come in like
Randy's bad.
and get all upset and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, men have their shit too. Yeah. And you don't need to like be all weird about it. But I also say that like I'm a chick and I don't like it when chicks get all weird with me.
Yes.
I don't. Like when it comes to stuff that I've gone through in my life, like losing my parents, my dad being really sick, there's a lot of girls in my life where I'll just kind of be like, man, like I was thinking about this the other day and it just kind of got me all fucked up and I've been really upset. But once I get it out, like I'm good. We're done talking about it. But a lot of girls would be like, no, let's sit here and like cry and like bawl our eyes
You
out
remember
and like
3 times ago when I was crying?
and bawl our eyes out. And I don't feel that way. And I've been called cold and cold-hearted and I don't care, but it's really it's not that. Like there's times where I'll be upset and Adam just holds my hand or he just gives me a hug because he knows there's really nothing I can say. But
it took me a long time to realize that. It took me
Oh,
a
yeah.
long time. And that's what I'm trying to realize with my daughter too. Like I'm a kind of guy that, likes to fix things or has the ability of fixing things. I can't fix everything.
No.
But like when she's upset, I don't like her being upset. I want to do whatever I can so she's not upset. But getting upset and pissed off about whatever, it's just human nature.
Yes.
Like you're going to, just like you laugh and whatever. I mean, it's gonna happen, right? And so like with my daughter, I try not to fix everything because she doesn't want me to fix everything.
Right.
Sometimes she wants a hug. Sometimes she just wants, me to make her laugh, and the hardest part is figuring out which one she wants, like what exactly it is that she wants. Because if I'm wrong and I pick the wrong thing that she wants, then I just piss her off even more. And then it's just like, sometimes it's like climbing a grease pole.
Yes. Well, see that is the thing. Sometimes, they don't expect you to be a mind reader. They want you to be a mind reader, and you better fucking read the mind, because if you get this wrong, then you're just making things worse. Okay, listen, we are trying. Okay,
trying to realize, does she want me to read her mind, or
right?
Should I not? Because if you're wrong on that one, like you're just fucked. So, and there's guys, fellas, there's nothing wrong with asking. Like, if she's going to be mad if you're wrong, but she won't be as mad if you're like, so what am I supposed to do here?
Right. She'll still be mad.
Like, hug me.
She'll still be mad a little, but not like if you completely.
Not as mad as if you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And this goes back to, I think a lot of people, they sit there and they blame,
that's so hard.
They blame women, but at the same time, like I said to Adam about women in our life, I'm like, well, how are they supposed to know any different when their dad bailed? They're not around for them. They don't care about them. What do you expect them to think of men after that? And they don't know how to express themselves to men because there was no father around to do that. Like my dad let me express myself to him. He was a very understanding and good dad, but at the same time he would tell me I was stupid if I was he wouldn't say you're stupid, but he would
tell you if you were acting the fool.
Yeah.
And your dad is the best man to tell you that, really. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, provided you have one that is not a total piece of shit. Okay, we have to throw that caveat out there because they're not our fathers are good.
My old man bailed on my mom when I was 1.5 years old and died in a car accident with her best friend.
Yeah, and I think with women there, and I think it's within men too, but I think women they want children, and when they don't have a man in their lives, like, let's be honest, like a lot of people will say, and I agree to a certain extent, well, the government made it so women don't need men in the home. Okay, well, nowadays women can totally support a family of their own. Whereas back in the day, like with one of my grandparents, like they couldn't have gone out on their own that way. So I hit a pothole like Doug.
Man, I hate when Doug shows up like that. So while she's trying to get out of that pothole, so I'm going to pull this up real quick because first said something funny in it. First said, women are mysterious. Well, Buxom started off with, yeah, guys want to fix things. They don't realize sometimes girls just want someone to listen.
Mhm.
And I responded with, but that's so hard, because how do you tell? And she said, maybe we don't always know either, which, I mean, so how the fuck are we supposed to know? And then first said, they're basically batshit crazy, but they got vaginas. So what are you going to do? Like I say as a joke, sometimes most of the time as a joke, sometimes not. All women are bi. You just got to figure out if it's sexual or polar.
Mine is polar.
Okay, I have to. Wait. I have to. High quality. Okay, listen. Yes, it's the fucking truth.
If you're sleeping with a bipolar woman, sometimes it can still seem like they're bisexual because there's, could at times be two of them there.
Yeah, that usually is. Okay, that is. That just is, and I love it, and I hate it. Okay, it's the fucking love and the hate, like a fucking do the right thing. All right, it just is part of the package. Okay, and they would. Here's the thing: they will turn around and say the same thing about us. We're not all there either. Okay.
Yep.
Am I wrong? Am I fucking wrong?
No. Not wrong. Not an asshole, Walter.
So, not that long ago, my uncle passed away, and him and his wife were together for 70 years, and just they aside from my parents, they were one of the couples, and still to this day that I look up to. I absolutely look up to them. And one of their grandchildren asked after my uncle died, how did you guys stay together so long? Like, what is the secret? And my aunt said when he was grumpy or ornery, I just ignored him. And I do the same thing with Adam. Like, I've tried to, I'll try and tell him, like, dude, you get so ornery, and I just ignore it. But if I get ornery, he's like, what the fuck?
And she's right. It took me a long time to come to that realization is right as well. Back up a little bit. I mean, like, yeah. People don't like to see their flaws. So, like, it started really mostly when I would plow snow. I'd be up for a while. I'd come home and wouldn't have a lot of sleep or, just be tired or whatever. And I'd snap at her or snap at the kids or, whatever. And she'd point it out and I'd be like, well, what the fuck are you talking about? And then, like, what do you mean? And then you start like looking back on it, like, a day or so later or whatever, you're like, man, yeah, I kind of do get dickish when I don't have enough sleep like that, which everybody does. Like if, it just, yeah. I didn't like hearing that I was being an asshole when I wasn't trying to be an asshole.
You're a human being.
I don't get called an asshole.
Yeah, you're a human being. Welcome to planet Earth. I mean, it's all of us.
Welcome to planet Earth.
We are all, we are different, but we are the same. The language is different, the color is different, but we are the same because we are human beings.
We're built the same way, It's what I said to a meet last night on Hawkett. Go check out a Meet Hawkett podcast. I was on that last night. I don't know if it's dropped yet or not.
It has. Well, one of the things that Adam said that I really enjoyed because it was something that he didn't say this in the podcast, but he talked about, being patient with people, when you're at a light and it's green and somebody doesn't go right away, like, be a little patient. Like, you don't know what's going on with them. And it was after my mom died that I really kind of started drilling that into his head. I'm like, dude, like, you don't know what the person in front of us is going through. Yeah, they may just be a dipshit asshole, but they may be going through some shit just like we went through some shit. And they may not be totally focused and all there.
Daniel's with us. Hey, Daniel.
So just be a little bit more patient with people. And, like, don't tell people to shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, listen, that depends. Hold on. Sometimes you gotta, you gotta mail that letter. I'm just saying.
I'll say it driving out, or I'll just say something like that, and she'll be like, "Don't say that." And it's like, would you rather me say it to you or to the person that I want to say it to? Like, if you don't want me to say it to the person you want me to, I want to say it to, then you got to hear that shit. I don't know what to tell you.
It must be said.
Yeah, it must be said, just as long as someone hears it. And honestly, it doesn't even have to. Someone doesn't even have to hear it. I do it in the car by myself all the time.
And you know what's funny? That is actually a fault that I have because I shouldn't do that to him because I definitely vent a lot of feelings to Adam. Like if you think my shut the fuck up Paul was bad the other night, you should see me unfiltered.
Yeah, that was mild. That's not even mild. That's like ketchup to like hot sauce.
The only other person besides Adam in like the FMU that knows how rowdy I can get is Jess. Because she, like, Jess and I have had so many. Well, maybe Hex a little bit, definitely, because he's come and hung out at the house. But yeah, like, man, when I was younger, I was a rowdy little bitch, dude. I
fear for when the FMU get together. Like when we got together last year, it was at my house, our house. It was, the re-wedding or whatnot. So it was kind of a controlled setting. But if we like have to like go out or something like in public as a group,
yes.
Oh man, someone's got to better have a fucking law degree or a lot of money or poof.
I would suggest putting a fucking attorney on a retainer just for that weekend and tell him be ready for Monday.
Like that's what I don't know what to do with my son. Sometimes I don't know if I need to like put money away for medical bills later in life or bail in an attorney. What should I stock it for here?
Both.
Yeah.
And listen, hey, if he comes out the other side of puberty without any major medical or fucking legal, hey, you buy yourself a motorcycle to celebrate. Holy shit, he made it.
He's almost 7. He's broke 3 bones and he had to get his head glued shut.
Okay, you will not have a motorcycle. Oh, anyway, but save the money. You will need it.
Fun fact: Alice is not good with blood.
Fun fact: neither is the Boy King.
Yeah. So when my son broke his clavicle, it wasn't like a huge thing. He jumped off somebody's couch when we were at their house.
He put his feet down. He landed on his shoulder. He was watching his sister and her play.
So he was crying and stuff. We took him home, and then I'm like, I think he needs to be checked out. So Adam takes him to get checked out, and the nurse is like, "Oh yeah, he's fine." And then the next day, I get him out of bed. He starts screaming, crying. I'm like, "Yeah, he's not right." And I'm like looking at this bump on the clavicle of his arm. I'm like, yeah, he's not right. And I call Adam. I'm like, dude, he needs to go back. He's not right. Takes him back. As soon as one of the nurses see him, he broke his clavicle. So he's in a sling. Then another time, he was walking down the steps at my parents' house, fell with his sister on the steps, get my dad out of the bed, and I look at my dad and I'm like, that doesn't sound like a normal Grayson cry. We go out there, Grayson's arm is like this.
Oh, looks shit.
Like oh. You got 2 bones in your forearm, right? His were like this.
No, stop. I am also not very good with fucking blood and broken bones. I'm just gonna throw that out there. A fucking shiver went up my spine when you said that. I'm not lying. Holy shit.
A quick little piggyback here from our CPS story from the Easter stream. The nurse practitioner at the ER that I took him to tried getting him taken away from me because she thought that I broke his arm because it was his second break in like 7 weeks.
Oh shit.
So she like our hospital room got surrounded by like security and orderlies and shit like that. And I'm like looking around like, what's going on here? And she's like, here, you need to sign this. She wanted me to, but yeah, I said no. Yeah, it was a scene, but that was another time that I got accused of beating my family.
Yeah, and it was crazy because one of the nurses that we were with once my son got to the hospital where he had to get his bones reset, and our hospice nurse were both like, it's so completely obvious that he's not abused. Like, this is not how those kind of breaks happen. So that goes back to like how I keep saying all these fucking college educated kids that are like, we're not making enough money and I have a degree. It's like, you can get all the degrees you want. You're still retarded. It
Yes.
doesn't matter. Well, we just got kicked off of YouTube.
What happened? It was probably my fault.
Oh, not yet.
I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
she's being facetious.
Oh. I'm gonna say YouTube doesn't like it when you wave around firearms in a live stream, but that is why. Okay, listen to me. Is Paul still here?
Yes, Paul's still here.
Okay, Paul, I want you to.
Hi, Daniel.
I said Daniel's here.
Paul, turn up the volume. The reason.
Side of the chat today.
Yeah, listen, Paul, turn this up, Paul. The reason that I was asking multiple times about if it was going to be cross-platform was because when you whip this out on YouTube, okay, pull one of these out, there is occasionally problems. That's all I wanted to know. I wanted to make sure. And it turns out we're both on. But I'm not describing it. I'm not masturbating to it. I'm just showing it, okay? Like with Terribly Tactical, with his live streams, he's always got to make you will see this, okay? It will show up. He sells, it's okay. So that is why I was asking. That is it. I am not senile completely, partially, not completely. We are good.
Such a great guest. You're awesome, Abe. How you doing, man? You still doing all right in your mask?
I'm still breathing. My pulse rate is slightly accelerated, but I am good.
In through the nose, out through the mouth. So there's some shit going on over here in this Rumble chat that I was trying to keep up with, and then I kept getting sidetracked.
Well, listen, if I am not personally getting destroyed in the chat right now, then I am disappointed. Okay, I come here and I expect to get ripped apart.
Loves you, Abe.
The problem, Abe, is that the FMU is a bunch of fucking degenerates. So we are like the island of misfit toys. Forest Mommy's like the weird cat lady in the neighborhood that just takes in all the stray cats.
You know what pisses me off?
We're about to find out what pisses her off.
Okay, like there's all these people in the liberty movement that are like, oh, like we're the bad ones, we're the degenerates, we're like the multicultural ones, but it's like, really, that's the FMU, that's us, like we're the degenerates.
Yes, 100%. Why do you think I'm here? This is not the fucking accident. I heard the clarion call. I'm
so honored you're here, Abe. Like, I remember the first time I saw you, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And like, I mean that as a compliment. Like, listen, I love, and Adam can tell you this, it's one of the things that I think you love about me. Like, I just appreciate different personalities. I always give people a chance. So when I saw you, I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? I can't wait.
She's like, let me get some videos.
And I loved it. Like, I love people that are kind of eccentric and different. And
I
also think you're very,
we're getting it back up here too, because we got some potential matchmaking going on.
I think you're very wise.
Oh shit. Can I have some of what you're on? Maybe a wise ass. But okay. It's when you get old and you're still alive, you pick a few things up. That's all I will say. You see a few things and you're like, huh, gotta remember that one.
I really, like, I'll be honest, I really kind of hate the whole phrase old soul. Like, I can't say I really hate it. I try not to be a hater, but
there's other ways of saying the same thing that doesn't call you old.
But I definitely think,
Paul.
and this is one of the reasons I'm like very I'll just be honest, I'm very clingy to Adam. Like I am. I'm very clingy to you. Let's not lie. But growing up with my dad the way he was and just seeing life from such a different aspect, I feel so different from other people, but I really feel like I fit into the FMU.
I think Paul gave us $5 to get me off of what I was looking for because they were talking about how long it's been since some of these motherfuckers had sex, and I just looked up and was like, "What?"
But
first 8 years. Oh no, first. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
When Adam and I started dating, like, yeah, most guys wanted nothing to do with my family and my dad being sick.
Most dudes were scared off by her father.
Uh-huh.
And he wasn't. So that's one of the reasons, like, when I get there's a lot of women who just are fucked up in the head and like don't understand the value of family and a man who can provide and stuff like that. But I also realize, like, there's a lot of men who don't want to be a part of a family, don't want to step up to the plate during really hard times and be there for their wife. Like, they just think it's just all about
right. It's all about them.
Yeah.
Fifth Mafia, baby.
Like fucking grab the ripcord and boop out the door. I mean, it's unfortunate, but you know what? In the long run, it's for the best. I hate to say it, but if you got that kind of character in your life that will fucking pull a ripcord when shit starts to get real, then rip out, baby. Get the fuck out of here because you are nothing.
There are plenty of kids that do have to grow up too soon, and
yes.
As a kid, you want. As I was one of them. We were two of them, one of them. We were them. We were those kids of the 90s.
But
right?
I think the huge difference between my parents and your mom was that my parents apologized to me, even though it wasn't their fault.
Right.
That my dad got sick and I had to deal with the stuff.
What my mom and I dealt with were more of her choices versus the reasons why you guys had to go through what you went through. But our daughter will say, kids all the time her age will be like, I can't wait to grow up. I don't have to answer to parents. I don't have to give my phone up. When at night I don't have to ask for this. I can't wait to be an adult. And then when you become an adult, you got the rest of your life to wish that you were still a fucking kid.
Yes.
And that's what I try to tell her. Like I understand your want and your eagerness to grow up and being a quote unquote adult grown up, but embrace these years too. Like this is like you only get these once. Like there's more and more is expected of you.
Yeah, they're like this. These are your childhood years. Okay, here goes the rest of your life. All right, enjoy this. Because when this is over, baby,
it feels like they take forever, and then you're grown up, and then you're a parent, and then you're looking at your teenage kid in the kitchen, like smashing food, making food, coming back with one-line bangers right back at you, like like then it's just like damn, man, like where'd that time go? Like you said, it starts off like this and it ends up like this, but like this goes way quicker than this.
Oh yeah. Way quicker. Like seriously, like I can remember from 13 to 16 were the three longest years of my life. Okay. I sit here now and I think, Jesus Christ, 30 years ago, I was playing in bands in Miami Beach, making fucking music and hanging out with like Marilyn Manson and shit like that. All the bands back then. And it was like yesterday. It's like, what the fuck? 3 decades gone. Like
you can remember that show, but you can't remember what you had for lunch yesterday.
Wait, you had Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, I hung. Yeah, Brian Warner. Yeah, I knew Marilyn Manson. Yes, we were
Dude,
in the
that's
same fucking
that
scene.
is my fucking childhood right there. But you know what? So he has a song. Well, they have a song, Tourniquet.
Everybody
And
hit
Uh,
that
and
like
when
button,
when I
please.
was younger, it reminded me of my mom.
No matter
And
what
now that
platform.
I'm grown, I'm like, oh my god, mom, I'm so sorry. You were such a good mom. Like you know how people will say if you could go back and tell your younger self something, what would you tell them? I like the first thing I would say is be nicer to your mom. Be nicer to your mom. I should have been
yes.
nicer to my my
Hey, listen.
mom was like, yeah, she was an amazing lady. Like Adam and my mom, they totally got along. They totally hit it off. She was just, we call her the Beast. We refer to her as the Beast. She was so fucking tough, man, and just an incredible woman. And damn, I'm glad I had her because now I'm a
You were lucky to have her as a mom because like another choice option would have been, well, my mom.
yeah. My mom, yeah. I wish I was as tough as my mom. I'm not nearly as tough as my mom. Thank God I have him.
I'm a good guy, not a nice guy. All right, how you doing?
What is that? Are you drinking training fluid? What is that?
I am drinking training fluid and I don't give a fuck. Like at
I
first,
just won't buy the cans that his face is on. I got
at first, I'm not even gonna lie, like I was kind of pissed. And I don't get pissed about that shit too much. Like I just expect this shit at this point. I just expect it. Um, but I was just kind of like, man, like I've been drinking Bud Light for 20 years. I've been a woman for X amount of years and I haven't gotten my name on a can, so I was kind of pissed. But then like I don't know, man. Like I don't even want to give these people attention. I don't really care. I In all honesty, I've tried so many different beers. I think they're all gross. Bud Light was just an acquired taste for me. That's all it was. When I
Hmm.
was living in an apartment with my boyfriend and his friend, they would get Bud Light. They were a couple years older than me. They would get Bud Light. I would drink it. The bar that I would go to when I was younger, you had the choice of going up to the bar and getting a mixed drink, or you could just go up to the beer tub girl, get a Bud Light, a Corona, or I can't remember the other one. But I was like, whatever. So it's just an acquired taste. I don't even like I tried so many beers. I really don't even like beer. I like my Bud Light, but I'll drink a Coors Light. I'll drink a Miller Light. I don't care. It's just this is what's there at our gas station, and it's cheap. And they don't.
Hey,
They
listen.
don't. I don't even think they sell like Natty Lights and stuff. Like Paul drinks Natty Lights and stuff. I don't even think they fucking. We live in a snobby town. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, listen. I am not one usually for boycotts or whatever. I don't drink fucking beer at all. To me, beer is all piss. Okay. Occasionally, there are
All
some.
beer
There are
is
some I
gross.
will drink, but
I
but
I like I like the carbonation, but when it comes to mixed drinks, like in the summer, I used to like vodka and lemonade, but it gives me a headache now. So I've been more into tequila and lemonades. I like Long Island iced teas to just kind of sip on really slowly and get a nice buzz. But yeah, when it comes to beer, I really don't like beer. It's just a cheap, easy way for a homeschooling, stay-at-home mom on a Friday night to let loose. By the way, homeschool your children.
100%. If you can do this, for God's sake, do it, man. Fuck it. Yeah. Uh huh. 100%.
Definitely,
Because
yeah. yeah, definitely there's definitely some moms that would have to get it together a little bit. Like I follow a lot of like stay at home mom pages and just local mom pages, and like listen, obviously right now I like to have my beers, but that's something I do like once a week, and these moms are just every day with their wine and their Xanax, and can't be doing that if you want to homeschool your kids. You might
No.
have to grow up. You might have to grow up a little bit.
Yeah. Listen, if you're going to homeschool them, then for Christ's sake, homeschool them. Okay, don't just turn the fucking TV on and say, "All right, look and listen," and I'm gonna go, take a nap. No, you gotta put in the work because you do not want to turn. Look, right now, the American public education system is churning out the whole shitload of dummies right now. Okay, not all. You will find very smart people mixed in, but for the most part, they're not turning out the brightest and the best. All right, but if you think you can fix it, then take a shot. But for Christ's sake, don't half-ass it. Okay, it's not the time. We need people that are better up here and better in here. Okay, because what is going on now is a total shit show. I mean, we all know it. We can see it. All right, we can fucking see it. So yes, to everyone who homeschool, thank you very much. I salute. I fucking give a Slavsky salute to you. I smack a hammer on the table. High quality, small earthquake takes place. And now he has whipped his out. All right, we are sitting here. We are just men. We are sitting around. We are whipping things out because that is what men do. We love
This
to
is my
make
rifle,
things,
this is my gun.
put them out, make them in the public. I love it.
I'm getting a little hot right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Things are getting things are getting warm in here. Okay. A little. Uh-oh, I'm all caught up.
Men and stuff, but I mean, yeah, Jess isn't on. It's not Jess.
It's not Jess. Go upstairs.
No, you're supposed to be in bed.
Uh-oh. See?
Oh,
What was it? The Boy King?
It was the Boy King. He came down.
Uh-huh. You see?
He came
He
down
knows.
from bed, and
He knows.
he heard us say about Jess, and he's like, "Where's Jess? I want my Jess."
Oh shit. Uh-oh. I was going to say all the raging testosterone probably was like a signal in his brain. He said, I feel men are being men right now. I must join this.
What's going on down there?
Yes, there's testosterone is flowing in the streets. I must get down there.
That's funny.
Dude, he's a oh man, he's a lot to keep up with, dude. He's so
He's
much
a boy. That's good. He's a boy.
Yeah, he's definitely a boy. Yeah.
Listen. All I gotta say is this. If he starts taking an interest in musical theater, give me a call, okay? We will sort this out. That's all I'm saying. I will bring the motorcycle and the AK. We will sort it out quick, okay? We will get him on the right path.
So the whole, I want to take my whole family shooting. Not really the Boy King. I got a little 22 Savage Arms rifle for my daughter. It's a quiet gun. It's a no kick gun. It's a highly accurate firearm.
Yes.
So I want her to, start with that one. But man, ammo for my pistol, the rifle, and the two rifles, we'll go through ammo so quick. I don't have a giant stock of ammo, but I mean, it's so goddamn expensive right now. It's like, man, I want to go shoot. So, you can train, you can stay sharp, you can stay accurate, but then it's like, but then I'm going to waste ammo. I mean, is it really training? Is it going to be more helpful or more expensive? What if I can't get ammo again for a few weeks and then, something happens? I mean, I don't fucking know,
Right. Listen, the days of mag dumping in the woods for YouTube is over. Okay. Over. I will take
My one buddy
if I
has the
go.
property around the corner. He's like, "Come on over and shoot." I'm like, "Are you buying the ammo?" He's like,
Yeah,
"Well, no."
exactly.
He's like, "I'll pay for my ammo. Bring your own ammo, dude. I'm not coming to your house and blowing off. We'll be done in 5 minutes for what I'll shoot. I'll put
Yeah.
one mag down range and then I'm done."
Yes,
I mean, you know, like
that's it. Yeah, because I have to make sure I can hit a target. After that, I'm good.
right. As long as I can hit what I'm aiming for. So I play darts. You familiar with darts?
Yes.
Game? So we throw darts, and we're not great. You know, we're not great shooters. We're in the middle of the road. It's more to hang out with the boys and drink once a week. But you can miss a whole lot of points to not a lot of points by like a 32nd of an inch. And when you score a 3 when it should have been like 100 and you get laughed at, I just turn around and tell people if I was shooting at you, you'd still be dead.
Yeah, this is true.
So my aim is just fine.
Yeah, you do not perform surgery with a bang bang, okay? No, you don't have to. Well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take that artery right there and just kind of push it over a little. No, I'm going to fucking incinerate it, okay? If I hit it. If I don't,
I'm just gonna send it and go right through it.
yes. Beautiful.
So how
But
did the hammer
yeah.
come about? Where'd you get the hammer? How did the hammer come about?
Well, a friend of mine, the guy who made, hold on, he has a YouTube channel. His name is Warsaw Patriot. Okay, he is another lover of AK and Make a Shoot, and he loved this channel. Like I said, he mental patient too. He loved this channel, and he decided one day. I told him, I said, listen. Now, first he made me a wood plaque with the monkey head, armed ape. Okay, which I used to show up here. But then I was looking all the time at all these fucking channels that love to put their play buttons behind them. Ah, look at me, 100,000. I got my silver play button. And I said, I will never have 100,000 subscribers, but I will have a play button. So I commissioned him. I want a play button that would be made for a channel that has been around for 15 fucking years and has still not hit over 400 subscribers. I present the wooden play button, okay? How quality? This is like, and look, he even misspelled, okay? I don't know if you can read this.
YouTube.
Yes. Y-O-O. He made this for me. Well, as a surprise, because he likes the character, I guess. What can I say? This was in the box. I told him, I said, I said I should have like a, I like to smack things and I like to have a hammer with there. He says, I will surprise him. So he sent me this, the hammer. Wait, get it right, stupid. The hammer of a truth and a justice. I told him, I said, hey, yeah, write it in fucking Roman, okay? I like these. That is awesome. Where it came from. So I look, and this was in the box, and I said, holy shit, we are on now, brother.
It's like the honorable, not mentioned there, guys. The honorable armed ape rules.
Court is in session. Guilty, motherfucker.
Right. You're all fucking guilty.
They are. They're all guilty. They know it. They're in the chat. They know. They don't care. They don't care. That's why I love the chat. You are the best. I love the fucking chat.
And I love it.
Absolutely. Listen. This world is going straight to hell, okay? I want to be around people that are like me, that have eyes and see this shit and can laugh about the absolute fucking stupidity of it, because those are my people. I get it, brother. We're all in this boat. Let's have a few chuckles, you know?
So when I was complaining about the price of ammo, first said, how are we going to win the war, Adam? Got to stack the ammo deep, bro. Well, that's because you're only an hour away from me, bro. So we're,
We get.
Hey, first shot, time to hide that shit. Listen, I'm just saying, you will have visitors.
Let's see, they're talking shit about Bud Light, of course.
Yeah, Bud Light is trash, yes.
It's just a Pilsner. I mean, Natural Light is the best-selling beer in Ohio. Isn't that maybe where you're from, because you're near Ohio State.
It's domestic light and cold, baby.
Rolling Rock is disgusting. Someone mentioned Yingling. First said Yingling. That's horse shit, too.
All beer is disgusting, and even the beer that I'm drinking right now, this Bud Light, it's It's disgusting too.
I'm guessing
It's all disgusting.
this is from when I got up.
Good. It's not good.
It's an acquired taste. I love beer.
It
General
is.
Jack
It is.
and Thick Dad.
Hey, have you ever
General
tried
Thick
Amber
Dad.
Bach?
I like my. No, I'm just a fan of pilsners. I don't like St. Michael's talking about how he likes his 10% beer. The only thing that like I'll drink besides beer or like a bourbon or liquor is I'll drink a twisted tea.
Okay.
Those
Okay.
go down. They go down easy. I can't get all crazy tonight because I got to work in the morning.
Yeah, me too. No shit.
So, and bullshitting with people is just a lot, more fun. Drinking just is.
Yeah, I feel
Randy said,
Like-
"Quit smoking them tax sticks."
he got a point there. Huh? You are right down there, Randy.
hey,
Shut the fuck up, Randy.
Oh, Hakote! But he does have a point. They are fucking tax sticks. Let's be serious.
question, and then we can
Just put a fork.
we can land the plane. So I want to know what
Yes.
kind of music do you listen to? What is
What kind of-
is your go to music that you like to listen to?
Well, okay. Oh shit. You remember, old man. Okay, so my music tastes go. I would say, okay. Anything from the 1960s, I've kind of checked out on. All right, I've heard that shit to death. It's got to be some really good shit. Okay.
Then he's like, I
Like-
checked out on that shit.
Yeah.
Shut
The
the
night-
fuck up, Adam.
In the night, I'm kind of now. There are exceptions. I listen. I like the fucking Beatles. There are shit. I don't listen to them all the time, but if a Beatles song comes on, I'm okay with it. No problem. If a late 60s, anything early 60s can go in the fucking toilet. Late 60s, nah. The 70s, I am into bands like Yes, like Rush. Listen, I am bass guitar player. If I hear a Rickenbacker bass, I'm fucking in like Flint, okay? 100%. I love the fucking sound of Rickenbacker. I have Rickenbacker. I've always played Rickenbacker. That is my bass. That is my sound. That gets me. So a lot of 70s shit, like recently, I've like, what the fuck? Like I say, Yes, like Rush, like early Emerson, Lake and Palmer, shit like that. I take from 70s, great. I like something with a good rhythm, a good thing. But when I ride the motorcycle, I have a Cardo Bluetooth system, okay, pumping music into the helmet. I have a list of songs that is called Fast, okay? I can name it Fast. So when I want to get stupid, I put on this playlist and I let it rip. I have songs like, one of my favorite songs is Alter Bridge, Addicted to Love. That fucking song is rips. I've got Pantera. I got a couple of Metallica. I've got the fucking there's
like
a
opera?
Stain song that is Jesus Christ. I got old Bruce Springsteen in there from the Born to Run album, Jungle Land, and what the fuck, whatever road or something. I don't give a shit. I listen. I like something that you gotta have a tempo, you gotta have a beat, and you gotta be pissed off. I like that kind of music. It's making me happy.
I like
Fuck, what a-
Rush musically, but lyrically, I can't. I'm not a big fan of them lyrically. I really just don't like the sound of the lead singer's voice.
Okay, that was always the issue with them. This is true. Here, listen, I will give you. Here, hold on.
Hold on.
I'll tell you what. Here is a homework assignment.
The beginning of
Homework assignment. He's about to give us homework. Our guest
A
is gonna
homework
give us-
assignment. I want you. When this is over, go. And this is for the audience too. If you want to know what kind of shit I went through in my youth, go on Google. I want you to type in Rush.
Should I write this
Okay,
down?
write this down. Rush. Hollywood, Florida, 1981. Type that down and see what comes up on Reddit. Read that. And remember, yours truly was fucking there for that. That was the night I was 14 years old, 1981. That night changed my life. Changed my life. Not for the better, not for the worse, but it fucking changed my life.
You remember what month that was?
It was in November.
I was just over a year old.
The Moving Pictures Tour. Take that
I
concert.
love that.
November 28th, 1981, Rush at Hollywood Sportatorium, Fort Lauderdale.
That's it.
Hollywood 28th, 81, Rush concert live.
Now you have to favorite it or bookmark it.
The Who concert guide. Let's see what this gives us. I should probably close this.
Oh, the Who concert. That was the Stampede.
Yeah,
That was when general seating went fucking the way of the dodo bird. No more general seating after that. Everything became reserved. That was in Cincinnati, I think.
So
Concert
to
archives.
ride on Abe's coattails, if you ever want to get to know me, listen to Pantera, Matchbox 20, and Dirk Bentley, and you will find that I'm a very fucked up human being.
Yes, that's a pretty good spread. Jesus Christ, I have fucking Metallica. I have fucking Slipknot. I got fucking these crazy smack, and then in the middle of this will pop up fucking Carrie Underwood.
Isn't that Slipknot that you
Yeah, I told she wanted to go to a Slipknot concert.
Slipknot.
For
I'm trying, Abe. I'm trying so hard to be like my dad because my dad was more the calm one about music. Like, I remember my aunt getting all mad because I listened to rap, and my dad was like, pretty sure she knows she's not a gangster. Like, she's good.
what was the name of the tour, 8?
The Moving Pictures tour. Moving Pictures. It was the album. Came out they're probably the album that took them over the top. That album was like their biggest seller ever, I believe. Pretty damn close to it.
No, that's the one's. It says the tour's name on this one is Exit Stage Left.
You should probably.
That was listen. That was a live album that they put out.
We're gonna find that shit better on YouTube.
It was a live album. Okay, the actual tour was part of the Moving Pictures tour. Exit Stage Left was a live album that they produced while on that tour.
Oh no shit!
Yeah,
a Moving Pictures tour. Here we go. All right, you want me to try to get this to get brought up here? Bookmark.
Yeah, if you want to say, like I said, read it later. You'll.
Oh, you want to read it later? Okay. All right.
I was there. All I'm telling you is I was fucking there, and everybody else go and read that article. I will tell you, like the shit on Reddit, what they posted there. Yeah, that was it. It was even worse than what you will read, but it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Okay.
That was the year of legends, man. I was born that year. I was born like 2.5 months before that.
There you go.
Like, okay, so I feel like how old? I feel like your parents were a little bit younger than mine, but like, what is the music you remember growing up with? Like
the music from the 70s. I mean, when we were kids, it was Jackson 5. It was, that safe shit. All right. As we grew older, all of a sudden you start listening to, the shit that not so safe. The Doors, fucking Janis Joplin. You hear the shit coming over the radio. And then, right when I was like, okay, music's getting good. This is great. The fucking disco explosion happened, and I almost jumped off a building because of that. I was like, this is fucking garbage.
Dude, Abe, I love music. And, like, you can ask Adam, you walk into the house, you have no idea.
Everything from town to Pantera.
Yeah, like, you have no idea what you're going to get.
Perfect.
Not a huge disco fan. I do like my Bee Gees.
You like
That's
like
disco.
All right, well, listen. When it came to disco, 90% to me was garbage. But there are some good tracks. Not going to lie. When it came to the new wave revolution in the 80s, 90% garbage. But there are some good tracks in there, okay? But that was never my speed. I was always more like, give me some. I need some bottom. I need some thump, and I need a fucking drive, man. I need something. Not always. I can take easy songs. Like I said, Jungle Land is not a fucking hard rock song, but it is one of the best songs I've ever heard written, okay? And I fucking hate Bruce Springsteen. I hate that motherfucker. I can't stand him. But that song is a goddamn masterpiece, and I will give him his due on that one. Born in the fucking USA. You were born in a fucking back of a fucking Chevy. Get out of here. Anyway.
I love it. No, I love that because, I mean, there are so many artists that I hate, but there will just be a song where I'm like, I
Yeah.
really fucking love that song, dude.
Yes. Yes.
Lady Gaga, I fucking hate Lady Gaga. I hate her. She got played at my wedding, and I was seriously like, I'm out.
It's your own wedding.
Yeah, like I'm out, and yeah, I was gone. But she has a song, You and I, and I'm like, dude, I like that song. That's it. To me, that is a great fucking song, in my opinion. In my opinion. But yeah, I grew up on a lot of Motown, but my parents listened to so many different types of music. Like my mom loved AC/DC. Like my mom just absolutely loved AC/DC, but my mom grew up in the 40s and the 50s. And then my dad was the first person who introduced me to rap with oh my god, who's that? Hip hop, hippie to the hip.
Fucking Sugar Hill Gang.
The Sugar Hill Gang. They even
Whatever.
performed it at my dad's funeral because, my dad loved that music, and so I just grew up with this huge love of music and a variety of different music, and to this day, I still have that in me, and like I said before, Adam will tell you, when he walks in, he has no idea what he could get when it comes to my music.
Hey, listen, you're preaching to the choir here. I tell you, I got a spread on there. I mean, I have a style I like, but I like to mix it up. I mean, Jesus Christ, I got Luciano Pavarotti on my fucking playlist. All right, I spread the fucking wealth. Okay.
I fucking love that, dude.
Yes, I love the music. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I love hard rock. I love just a really heavy riff, and I just love that kind of shit.
Yes, 100%, 100%.
I love it. All right, we're gonna
let's do our. What do you want to put a fork in there, eh?
I haven't.
What do you want to end by putting a fork in it?
If you have the power right now, what tyranny would you want to put a fork in first?
I would like to put a fork in the tyranny of the woke, because you're ruining everything. Television, literature, music. You're ruining everything with your bullshit fucking ideas, okay? That is what I want to put the fork in. I want to put the fork in your political correctness. I want to put the fork in your unbelievably bad storytelling. Seriously. Give it up. You suck at what you do. You have ruined every fucking thing I had in my childhood. Okay? All my beautiful movie franchises destroyed because of your stupidity. So that is what I want to put a fork in. Goodbye. Go away. Nobody likes you.
I agree, man. I agree. I try to tell people, a lot of normal, what we would call normies, are looking at this stuff and they're saying, no, you are not going to do this to my children. Why are you trying to push this shit on my children? It's so weird. Okay. 8, do you have anything you need to plug? Your Twitter, your YouTube?
Find me on Twitter at not underscore. I have no underscores in my name. At Monkey with Gun. Spell the monkey with MUNKY because I am not very literate. Monkey with Gun on a Twitter. And you can find me on YouTube and Rumble with this channel name you see right over here. And it is Armed Ape. For high quality content that.
Yes.
Huh? Yes. I'm on Rumble. I actually have 24 subscribers on Rumble, man. I'm pretty shocked at that. I'm very happy.
There you go.
I should start live streaming on here.
Alice always on Rumble. Hit the like button no matter what platform you're watching on. Ape, you're the man, dude. Thank you.
Thank you.
So follow Adam at
Adam_Forky, the thick audio Adam version.
and follow me at Alice Always. Don't forget to check out at Sibling Beverly tomorrow. Their guest will be Randy. I'm hoping to watch him get scorched by the brothers. And don't forget to watch Golden Showers this weekend with our beautiful and very female Jessica Fensky.
AKA
And-
Forky.
My beautiful Buddhist mommy.
And at Hexcelerate. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We appreciate it so much. Thank you for the Rumble Brands. It will help our daughter go to soccer camp stuff. We love you all and have a good evening.
Thank you.